Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field.
From the back, tested in the act. Got to hit the club, people mobbing all day. Awesome, gotta. VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night, drinks, bouncing to the groove.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Caleb going to throw right away. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Vegas!
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass caught right side by Lovely. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Williams going to sneak it. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
What is it up?
Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, let's go. Trim.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 37 yards.
It's early, but it now a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Bears 31-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
5. From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Hey, 73.
Back to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Hurts completing this one quickly.
Let's go.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Eagles first down.
Now let's get it.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Get it.
They'll look to throw again. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
7 at the 4-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They're going to look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Trim it.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Hey, 70. Hey, easy. 63, bad. Delta.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
180. Like a Hornet. Crown left Yeti. Crown left Yeti. Delta.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 29 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We got Hornet. What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 22-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first and 10, Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What is it on? Here we go.
They'll run right here with Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's good for Eagles. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a gain of a yard. And that will bring up second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Here's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Vegas, Vegas! Yes, 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 yes!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Now running. Williams loses the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff to Swift, right left. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dunk through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Smith with a ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Williams. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Here we go. This is 4th down.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
For a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's back to throw.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
47-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Phillips in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This 2nd and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead.